In the hierarchy of automotive icons, few vehicles occupy a position as elevated as the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. Introduced in 1954, this revolutionary sports car combined breathtaking beauty with groundbreaking engineering to create an automobile that would redefine what was possible in vehicle design. The Gullwing's doors, which opened upward like the wings of a bird in flight, became one of the most instantly recognizable automotive features in history. Yet the Gullwing was far more than a design statement. It was the road-going embodiment of Mercedes-Benz's remarkable post-war revival, a company that had risen from the ashes of World War II to once again compete at the highest levels of motorsport. The 300 SL represented the culmination of years of development, engineering innovation, and racing experience that Mercedes-Benz had accumulated during its remarkable comeback period. The company had a rich racing heritage that stretched back to the legendary silver eras of the 1930s, when Mercedes-Benz and Auto Union had dominated European racing with their technologically advanced Grand Prix cars. This heritage would prove essential to the 300 SL's development, as engineers drew upon decades of experience to create a sports car that could compete with the best the world had to offer. Between 1954 and 1957, Mercedes-Benz produced approximately 1,400 examples of the 300 SL Gullwing, along with an additional 19 extremely rare alloy-bodied versions. These cars established benchmarks for performance, safety, and design that would influence automotive development for decades to come. Today, we'll explore the complete story of this legendary automobile, from its racing origins to its lasting impact on automotive culture. Welcome to Obsolete Extraordinary. This is your host, Asef. Join us on this comprehensive journey through automotive history. We'll examine the remarkable engineering that made the 300 SL possible, the innovative features that distinguished it from its contemporaries, the racing success that validated its design, and the enduring legacy that continues to inspire automotive enthusiasts more than 7 decades after its introduction. When World War II ended in 1945, Mercedes-Benz faced an almost insurmountable array of challenges. The company's main factory in Sindelfingen had been reduced to rubble by Allied bombing raids. The engineering team that had created the legendary Silver Arrows was scattered, with some having perished during the conflict and others having been captured as prisoners of war. The company's reputation, built over decades of automotive excellence, had been tarnished by the Nazi regime's use of Mercedes vehicles for military purposes. Despite these challenges, Mercedes-Benz demonstrated remarkable resilience. The company began rebuilding its factory operations, gradually restoring production capacity through a combination of resourcefulness and determination. Early post-war vehicles, such as the 170V sedan, were designed to be practical and affordable rather than technologically advanced, reflecting the austere economic realities of occupied Germany. Yet even in this difficult period, the company's engineers never lost sight of their ultimate goal: to return Mercedes-Benz to its position as a manufacturer of the world's finest automobiles. Motor racing provided the perfect opportunity for Mercedes-Benz to re-establish its technological credentials. The company had long recognized that racing served as the ultimate testing ground for automotive innovation, and the lessons learned on the track directly influenced the development of road vehicles. In 1951, Mercedes-Benz announced its return to motorsport with a comprehensive racing program that would set the stage for the 300 SL's development. The W194, affectionately known as the Kübelwagen or Gullwing due to its distinctive roof-hinged doors, was developed as a competition sports car capable of achieving victory in the world's most demanding endurance events. Powered by a 3.0-liter overhead camshaft inline-six engine derived from the company's post-war passenger car program, the W194 demonstrated exceptional performance potential during testing. The car's racing career would prove spectacularly successful, securing victories at the 1952 Mille Miglia, the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and the Carrera Panamericana. The success of the W194 racing program created significant demand for a road-going version of the remarkable machine. Daimler-Benz board recognized that a production sports car based on the W194 would provide both a showcase for the company's engineering capabilities and a profitable addition to the product line. The challenge was to transform a pure racing machine into a practical Grand Tourer without sacrificing the characteristics that made the W194 so successful. This transformation required extensive modifications to the W194's design. The racing car's lightweight tubular frame, while ideal for competition, provided inadequate rigidity for road use and lacked the mounting points necessary for standard body construction. The solution, developed by Mercedes-Benz engineer Friedrich Geiger in collaboration with safety expert Mille Miglia, would prove revolutionary. A lightweight steel space frame that provided exceptional rigidity while enabling the dramatic bodywork that would define the 300 SL's appearance. The 300 SL's design represented a careful balance between aesthetics, engineering, and practicality. The space frame chassis, while structurally ideal, created a challenge for conventional door placement, as the frame's high sills made traditional doors impractical. The solution, the doors that hinged from the roof and opened upward, solved this practical problem while creating one of the most distinctive automotive silhouettes in history. This design decision had profound implications beyond mere practicality. The upward opening doors became a symbol of innovation and ambition, a visual representation of Mercedes-Benz's engineering prowess. When the doors rose to reveal the elegant interior, with its twin bucket seats, distinctive instrument cluster, and luxurious appointments, the 300 SL established a new standard for sports car design that continues to influence automotive aesthetics to this day. At the heart of the 300 SL's technological superiority lay one of the most significant automotive innovations of the era, the Bosch mechanical direct fuel injection system. While fuel injection had been experimented with on racing cars before World War II, no production automobile had successfully implemented the technology on a large scale. The 300 SL would change that, becoming the first production car equipped with gasoline direct injection as standard equipment. The Bosch system, developed specifically for the 300 SL by engineer Hermann Pottmann and his team, used a high-pressure pump to deliver fuel directly to each cylinder's intake port, precisely timed to the engine's combustion cycle. This approach offered significant advantages over conventional carburetor systems, including improved fuel atomization, more precise fuel delivery across all engine speeds, and enhanced cold starting capability. The result was a significant increase in both power output and fuel efficiency. The 300 SL's 3.0-liter inline-six engine produced approximately 215 horsepower at 5,800 revolutions per minute, remarkable output for the era and significantly more than competing vehicles equipped with conventional carburetor systems. More importantly, the fuel injection's immediate throttle response and broad torque curve made the engine remarkably flexible, providing strong acceleration across the entire rev range without the hesitation or lag that characterize carbureted engines. Performance figures underscored the 300 SL's exceptional capabilities. The car could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 8.8 seconds and achieve a top speed of up to 150 miles per hour, depending on axle ratio and body configuration. These figures place the 300 SL firmly in supercar territory, capable of competing with vehicles costing significantly more while offering the build quality and refinement that distinguished Mercedes-Benz from its competitors. The 300 SL space frame chassis represented a fundamental departure from conventional automobile construction. Unlike traditional body-on-frame designs, where a heavy separate chassis supports both the engine and a body structure, the 300 SL space frame integrated all structural elements into a single lightweight framework. This approach, adapted from aircraft construction techniques, provided exceptional rigidity while minimizing weight. The space frame's design also offered significant safety advantages. The high-strength steel tubes that comprised the frame were positioned to protect occupants in the event of a collision, creating a reinforced survival cell that would maintain its integrity even in severe accidents. This approach anticipated modern safety engineering by decades, demonstrating Mercedes-Benz's commitment to occupant protection that would become a company hallmark. The 300 SL suspension system combined sophistication with robustness to create a vehicle that was both comfortable on extended tours and capable on challenging roads. At the front, double wishbone suspension with coil springs and telescopic shock absorbers provided precise steering response and excellent wheel control. The rear suspension utilized a sophisticated swing axle design with coil springs, compensating for the engine's weight over the rear wheels while maintaining stability during cornering. The combination of the space frame's rigidity, the sophisticated suspension, and the powerful engine created a driving experience that contemporary reviewers found remarkable. The 300SL offered the precision and feedback of a pure sports car with the comfort and refinement expected of a luxury vehicle. This balance of capabilities was unprecedented in the mid-1950s and established benchmarks that competitors would spend decades attempting to match. Production of the 300SL Gullwing commenced in August 1954 at Mercedes-Benz's Sindelfingen factory. The cars were built using a combination of hand craftsmanship and emerging production techniques, reflecting the company's transition from coach-building traditions to modern automotive manufacturing. Each 300SL required approximately 1,200 hours of labor to complete, a figure that underscored the extensive craftsmanship involved in the vehicle's construction. The production process incorporated extensive quality control measures that distinguished Mercedes-Benz from its competitors. Every engine was run on a test stand before installation. Every car underwent a comprehensive road test before delivery, and detailed records were maintained of all production processes. This attention to detail ensured that each 300SL met the exacting standards that Mercedes-Benz customers expected. The standard 300SL Coupe represented the core of the model's production, with approximately 1,400 examples produced during the model's 3-year production run. The cars were available in an extensive range of colors, including classic hues such as silver, black, and white alongside more vibrant options like blue, red, and green. This color diversity reflected the personal nature of 300SL ownership, with each car reflecting its owner's individual taste. Interior appointments range from simple leather to luxurious leather with matching carpeting and detailed instrumentation. The cockpit-style interior featured twin bucket seats that provided exceptional support during enthusiastic driving while remaining comfortable for extended journeys. The instrument panel, with its array of gauges and controls, demonstrated Mercedes-Benz's commitment to driver information and control. Among the most sought-after variants of the 300SL is the Allgemeine, or Alloy Coupe, produced in extremely limited numbers during 1955. These 19 cars featured lightweight aluminum body panels, reducing overall weight by approximately 200 pounds compared to the standard steel-bodied coupe. The alloy bodies were hand-formed by Mercedes-Benz's most skilled craftsmen, resulting in vehicles that were both lighter and more exclusive than their steel counterparts. The alloy coupes were primarily intended for racing, with most examples being sold to privateer drivers who competed in sports car events throughout Europe. These rare vehicles have achieved legendary status among collectors, with examples selling for prices far exceeding standard Gullwings. Their combination of exclusivity, historical significance, and enhanced performance has made them among the most valuable Mercedes-Benz vehicles in existence. By 1957, Mercedes-Benz recognized that the 300SL's design, while revolutionary, required updating to remain competitive in an evolving market. The solution was the 300SL Roadster, which retained the coupe's mechanical specifications while replacing the distinctive Gullwing doors with conventional doors that opened conventionally. This change, while sacrificing the Roadster's visual distinctiveness, provided easier entry and exit and expanded the car's appeal to a broader range of customers. The Roadster proved commercially successful, with production eventually exceeding that of the coupe. The model remained in production until 1963, with various updates and improvements throughout its lifespan. While the Roadster has its own devoted following, the coupe's iconic status and historical significance ensure that it remains the more celebrated of the two variants. The 300SL's racing heritage began with a W194 race car that had preceded it, but the production 300SL quickly established its own competitive credentials. Mercedes-Benz's factory racing program, managed by the experienced Alfred Neubauer, fielded 300SLs in major sports car events throughout the mid-1950s. The factory team's preparation standards and attention to detail set new benchmarks for professional motorsport operations. Sterling Moss, Juan Manuel Fangio, and Carl Kling were among the drivers who represented Mercedes-Benz during this period, their skill and reputation lending credibility to the factory effort. The team's approach to racing, emphasizing preparation, strategy, and teamwork over individual heroics, would prove influential on subsequent generations of racing teams. The 300 SL achieved numerous significant victories during its competition career. The 1955 Mille Miglia, one of the most demanding road races in the world, saw a 300 SL secure overall victory, demonstrating the car's endurance and reliability under extreme conditions. Additional victories at events including the Targa Florio, the Tourist Trophy, and various sports car championships validated the 300 SL's competitive abilities. Perhaps most significantly, the 300 SL's success against established competitors from Ferrari, Aston Martin, and Jaguar demonstrated that Mercedes-Benz had returned to the forefront of sports car racing. The car's combination of performance, reliability, and driver comfort provided a competitive advantage that was difficult for rivals to match. The 1955 Sierra Leone and Leone's Man's disaster remains the most tragic event in motorsport history, and the 300 SL's involvement in the accident has cast a long shadow over the model's racing legacy. On June 11, 1955, a catastrophic collision during the race resulted in the deaths of 83 spectators and driver Pierre Levy, whose Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR flipped into the stands after colliding with another vehicle. The aftermath of the disaster fundamentally changed motorsport safety and racing culture. Mercedes-Benz withdrew from motor racing for decades in the wake of the tragedy, a decision that ended one of the most successful factory racing programs in history. While the accident involved the experimental 300 SLR rather than the production 300 SL, the tragedy forever linked Mercedes-Benz's post-war racing efforts to questions of safety and responsibility. The 300 SL's combination of performance, beauty, and exclusivity made it a natural choice for celebrities and influential figures throughout the 1950s and beyond. Notable owners included actors, musicians, industrialists, and royalty, each drawn to the car as a symbol of success and refined taste. The 300 SL's appearance in films, magazines, and other media reinforced its status as an aspirational object. Mercedes-Benz recognized the 300 SL's marketing potential and leveraged the car's celebrity associations to enhance its image. Advertisements featuring the 300 SL emphasized its exclusivity, performance, and association with successful, discerning individuals. The car's distinctive appearance made it instantly recognizable, ensuring that even brief appearances in media would reinforce its iconic status. The 300 SL's influence on automotive design extended far beyond its immediate successes. The car's sleek profile, distinctive front-end treatment, and elegant proportions established design themes that would appear on Mercedes-Benz vehicles for decades. More broadly, the 300 SL demonstrated that high performance and sophisticated design could coexist with everyday practicality, influencing how manufacturers approach sports car development. The fuel injection technology pioneered in the 300 SL would become standard equipment on high-performance vehicles throughout the automotive industry, eventually replacing carburetors entirely. The space frame construction approach, while initially too expensive for mainstream adoption, influenced subsequent sports car development and anticipated the carbon fiber construction of modern supercars. Today, the 300 SL Gullwing remains one of the most recognizable and celebrated classic cars in the world. The vehicles appear regularly at prestigious Concours d'Elegance events, where they compete for top honors among the finest historic automobiles. Historic racing series feature 300 SLS in competition, allowing enthusiasts to experience these remarkable machines in their intended environment. The 300 SL's enduring appeal stems from its unique combination of historical significance, engineering innovation, and timeless beauty. The cars continue to attract devoted enthusiasts who appreciate both their remarkable capabilities and their place in automotive history. This ongoing passion ensures that the 300 SL's legacy will continue for generations to come. The 300 SL's transition from used car to collectible asset began gradually, but accelerated dramatically as the classic car market matured. By the 1980s, enthusiasts and investors had recognized the 300 SL's historical significance and rarity, driving prices upward. The car's distinctive appearance and fascinating history made it a centerpiece of any serious classic car collection. Auction results from the 1990s and 2000s revealed sustained demand for quality examples, with prices climbing steadily as more collectors recognized the 300 SL's investment potential. The car's proven reliability and the availability of parts and restoration services reduced the perceived risk of ownership, attracting collectors who might have been intimidated by more obscure vehicles. Today, the 300 SL Gullwing commands prices that reflect its iconic status and historical significance. Well-preserved examples regularly sell for $1.5 million to $2 million at major auctions, while exceptional specimens have achieved prices exceeding $3 million. The Ray alloy coupes represent the pinnacle of the market, with examples selling for $4 million or more depending on provenance and condition. The 300 SL's market position reflects several factors beyond simple rarity. The car's timeless design ensures ongoing appeal across generations of collectors. Mercedes-Benz's continued support for classic vehicle programs provides access to parts and expertise. The active owner community creates demand through events, publications, and social engagement. These factors combine to make the 300 SL one of the most stable and desirable vehicles in the classic car market. Maintaining a 300 SL in top condition requires significant expertise and resources. The car's advanced engineering, while remarkably durable, demands specialized knowledge for proper maintenance. Finding qualified technicians, authentic parts, and appropriate service facilities can challenge even experienced collectors. Despite these challenges, the robust support infrastructure ensures that 300 SLS can be maintained and enjoyed for generations. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing represents far more than an automobile. It embodies a remarkable moment in automotive history, when engineering innovation, aesthetic beauty, and racing success converged in a single machine. The car's creators, working in the difficult aftermath of World War II, demonstrated what could be achieved through determination, expertise, and an uncompromising commitment to excellence. From its revolutionary fuel injection system to its iconic gullwing doors, the 300 SL established standards that influenced automotive development for decades. The car's racing successes, despite the tragedy that ended Mercedes-Benz's factory involvement, demonstrated the effectiveness of the design. And the car's enduring appeal, now approaching its 8th decade, confirms what contemporary reviewers recognized from the beginning. The 300 SL was, and remains, extraordinary. If you've enjoyed this exploration of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing, we invite you to continue your journey through automotive history. Subscribe to our channel for weekly deep dives into the cars that shaped our world, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. What are your thoughts on the 300 SL? Does it represent the pinnacle of 1950s automotive design, or do other vehicles from the era claim that title? Share your perspective in the comments below. We read every response and love hearing from fellow automotive enthusiasts. Until next time, keep exploring the stories behind the machines that move us. This has been The Obsolete Extraordinary, and we'll see you on the next journey through automotive history.